If what you're doing were easy, everybody would be doing it. So honor the fact that it's a struggle. We need to go through struggle in order to grow. Becoming the person that you want to become is not always easy. Hello, it's the Annie B Show. My name is Annie B. Thanks for joining me. And what I'd like to talk to you about today is how we can get through those times when we are struggling. When we're struggling, it doesn't feel good. Generally, we just don't know what to do. We don't know how to get out of the struggle. We don't know how to get through. We don't know why it's happening. We can sometimes feel very lost. And struggling generally is something that we just don't want to do at all. However, struggling it's kind of part of being human. I mean, think about even when we're born. We come out crying and screaming and, it's not pretty. It's kind of ugly and there's a struggle, just being born. So just even entering into the world physically is a struggle. It's a struggle for the person that gave you birth. It's a struggle for you when you were a little baby. Of course, you don't remember it, but so the struggle is kind of part of being human. And going through struggle is something that I think we sometimes don't appreciate enough, because if we didn't have the struggles, how would we appreciate the times that are wonderful, the good times? Now, I'm not saying that struggling is something that we should always be doing all the time so that we can appreciate those moments that are good. But what I am saying is to appreciate the struggles that we go through. A little saying that I got from a guy named Brendan Burchard, and his mantra about struggle is honor the struggle. Honor the fact that what you're doing is a struggle, because if it weren't a struggle, well, gosh, everybody would be doing it. If what you're doing were easy, everybody would be doing it. So honor the fact that it's a struggle. Honor the fact that it's tough. Honor the fact that there's some growing involved. We need to go through struggle in order to grow. We all know about the term growing pains. Well, growing pains are not happening just for the teenagers as they're going through their growing pains and their voices are changing. We all are going through growing pains as we grow into the better person that we want to become, as we grow into the CEO that we newly found ourselves, as we grow into a new position that we got at work, as we grow into a new leadership position that we just took on. Growing and struggle kind of go hand in hand. And so if you can think of the struggle that you're going through at any given time as a growth period, a period of growth, a period of learning, a period of taking on new perspectives that you didn't even know existed before you entered into this struggle. Thinking of these times in our lives as times when we are really going to expand, times when we're really going to blossom into the person that we are meant to become. When we're going outside of our comfort zones. Being inside of your comfort zone generally is not very much of a struggle. Being inside of your comfort zone generally does not feel very painful, but also it's generally not going to help you become a better person. It's not going to help you become the person that you want to become. In order for you to become the person that you want to become, you have to kind of go outside of your comfort zone. And that means growth. It means struggle. It means sometimes doing things that can be a little painful, like learning how to really be honest with someone when you know it might hurt them, what you need to say to them. Learning how to talk to somebody in a way that, even though you know it's going to be hurtful for them to hear it, that you are also communicating to them that you really care about them and that you know that this news that you're about to deliver to them is going to be a little painful and that you're here for them to help them get through it. Becoming the person that you want to become is not always easy. And realizing that struggle is just a part of it, well, it's almost like you can celebrate when you're struggling because you know you're moving forward in your life when you're struggling. You are going to be in a different place at the end of that struggle. When you make it through this struggle, you're able to look back and you're able to say, wow, look at where I've been. Look at all the things I've learned. And so I would like to maybe reframe this whole idea of what struggle is, this whole idea of what it means to be in a spot that is tough, what it means to be in a place that is difficult. Instead of labeling it as something that's negative, why don't we start thinking about the struggle more as a growth, more as a blossoming, more as something beautiful, more as something positive. If we can look at every time that we struggle in that way, going through the struggles that we go through in life, I think it's going to be a little bit easier. It's going to be something that, we can almost be grateful for. I talked not too long ago in a previous video about gratitude and about being grateful, not just for the beautiful things in your life and the wonderful blessings, but also for those struggles and for the hard times. Because those moments in our lives, those are the moments when we get to learn. Those are the moments when we are finding out who we really are. Those are the moments when we're challenging ourselves to become better and to grow out of this cocoon and to blossom like a butterfly. The struggle of the butterfly emerging from the cocoon is crucial for the butterfly's wings to develop and for them to have the strength in order to fly. And butterflies can be struggling in this state of pumping up their wings as they're emerging from the cocoon for hours, literally. So when you see a butterfly emerging, don't try and help the butterfly. They actually need to go through this struggle. So think about your struggles as something that you need to go through in order to build your strength, in order for your wings to develop so you can fly. This is such a beautiful idea. I really want you to take this with you today and remember that every single struggle that you go through is another little butterfly that is part of who you are. So from now on, when you're struggling, think of the butterfly. And yeah, you might be struggling for a long time. It might be tough. But this is when you are growing. This is when you are becoming something better, something more beautiful. And so embrace the struggle. Embrace the fact that the butterfly is going to be appearing at the end of your struggle. And every single one of your struggles, think of it as another butterfly that's part of who you are. And please share this message. Share this message with friends of yours who are struggling. And I hope that you really enjoyed this video today. Please like, comment, share, and I will see you next time.
Working hard and it's getting me nowhere in my running shoes. Had a blast last night when I saw you smashing out the blues. Trying to